Welcome students to my channel GS Maths. Now continuing my chapter of indefinite integrals. Today I am going to discuss the first type. This is e the power x fx plus f dash x dx. This is straight away equal to e the power x into fx plus constant of integration. But before starting or before solving any question, I would hope that you have watched my previous videos from this lecture so that you can remember the types, right? And if you remember the type, then it will be very easy to solve a particular question. Now to start off, it is e the power x, function is there, its derivative is there. Then the answer simply is e the power x fx. Now, a very simple sum I will start off with. This is e dx sin x plus cos x dx. The derivative of sin x is cos x. The answer is e dx sin x plus c. E the power x sin x plus cos x was given to us. This is fx, its derivative, that is f dash x, is written here. The answer is e dx fx. Fx was sin x plus c. Now second question, it's ex, this 1 by x square dx. Now if I find derivative of 1 by x, I can write this as d by dx of x to the power minus 1 x minus 2, that is minus 1 upon x square. Its derivative is here, that is minus 1 upon x square. I can write this as e to the power x 1 by x plus c directly, because this is e to the power x, this is fx, this is plus f dash x dx. Answer is e to the power x 1 by x plus c. Now the third question is, just remember the formula, just remember the type. If it comes out to be e dx fx plus f dash x, then you can directly write the answer as e to the x multiplied by fx plus c. Question is this. Question is e dx 1 minus sin x upon 1 minus cos x dx. Now if you remember the trigonometric identities or the formulas which we used in 11th or which we are still using in this chapter, make use of it. E dx, I can write 1 minus sin x can be written as 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 divided by 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2 dx. Now e dx 1 upon 2 sin square x, it is cosecant square x by 2 minus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 divided by this, only minus cot x by 2 is left, right, dx. Now just interchange the terms, like ex minus cot x by 2 plus half cosecant square x by 2 dx. Just find its derivative, d upon dx of minus cot x by 2. It is negative sign is taken out. Cot x by 2's derivative is minus cosecant square x by 2. X by 2's derivative is half. It becomes half cosecant square x by 2. This is your fx, e dx fx. What was fx? Fx is minus cos x by 2, cot x by 2. Its derivative is half cosecant square x by 2, that is f dash x. What is the answer? e the power x fx, that is e the power x into negative cos x by 2. I have taken this sign over here, plus c. This is the answer. It's a very easy type, but just remember the basics. That is, the trigonometric formulas will be used throughout integration, will be used, have been used in differentiation, will be used when you go to definite integrals, the next chapter. They will be used when you do the area related to circles or differential equations. Just keep them in mind, just remember them, and at a proper place they will be used at a proper time. Now, it makes the calculation easy, it makes the question very easy. Now, question is e the x minus 3 upon x minus 1 its cube dx, right? Now, I can modify this like this. It's e the x. I can write x minus 3 as x minus 1 minus 2 divided by x minus 1 cube dx. Like this, it can be written. I have written x minus 3 as minus 1 minus 2. Divide them. It becomes ex. X minus 1 upon this will be 1 upon x minus square minus 2 upon x minus 1 cube dx. Now, let me find the derivative of 1 upon x minus 1 square. This becomes d by dx, x minus 1 raised to power minus 2. It's minus 2, x minus 1 minus 3. I get minus 2 upon x minus 1 cube, which is this. So it is fx plus, I can write like this, f dash x e the power x integral dx. What is the answer, my dear? Answer is ex fx. Fx is 1 upon x minus 1 square plus c. This is the answer. Right? Now, what was done? I have modified the numerator. It is x minus 3. I have written as x minus 1 minus 2. Just divided it separately. I got, this is fx. Its derivative is this. It is f dash x. So write the answer as e the power x fx plus c. One more question from this type. Question number 5. It's a very simple type, but a few techniques are used. This you will learn when you solve many problem sums from this very topic. Then you will find it easy. Now, question is, this 1 upon log x, 1 upon log x minus 1 upon log x its square multiplied by ex dx. Now, 1 upon log x, let me find its derivative. It is d by dx of log x raised to power minus 1 minus 1 log x raised to power minus 2. I get minus 1 upon log x, it's square, but I have to differentiate log x over here, that is 1 by x. For this, what I have to do is, I will put log x equals to t. Base is e, so x equals to e the power t, dx becomes e the power t dt. Now, there was no e the power x, there was no e the power x over here. It was this question, 1 by log x minus 1 by log x here dx only. In this, I calculated its derivative, I got this value, but in order to solve this, I don't have e the power x, So what I did, I put log x equals to t, base is e, so x equals to e the power t. Its derivative is this. Just substitute the values. I get e the power t in place of dx. This is 1 by t minus 1 upon t square dt. Now it's very simple. The derivative of 1 upon t is minus 1 by t square. So answer is e the power t into 1 by t plus c, where log of x to the base e was equal to t. This is the way we solve this type, that is e the x fx plus f dash x plus c. Now the second type of today's lecture which I am going to discuss is a very important type again, and it is a unique one. Why it is a unique one? Because in all the problem sums of integration by parts, we follow Eilert rule, right? ILATE, Eilert rule. This I have discussed in my previous lecture. Now, the type is e the power ax sine bx dx, or it can be e the power ax cos bx, or it can be e the power ax cos of bx dx. In whole of the integration, when it comes to integration by parts, we follow Eilert rule. ILATE rule is followed, but in this case, in these two kind of sums, in these two types, we don't follow this rule. Then I will take this as first function and this as second function. These are the only two questions. This is the only type in which we don't follow ILATE rule. According to this rule, this would have been the first, this would have been the second, but it becomes much easier if we don't follow it. Now let me solve it. This is your u, this is your v, this is your first function, or we call it as u v. Now integral of this is first function, integral second. Let me take this as I equals to this becomes first, integral second minus integral differential of first, that is e dx into a, and integral of second sine bx dx, it's integral. Now what happens? I equals to e dx, its derivative integral is minus cos bx upon b. I have written negative sign over here, minus of a comes out, e the ax as it is, its integral is negative cos bx upon b. I take out b over here like this. I get e the power ax cos bx. Again use u into v rule. What happens? Look, minus e ax cos bx upon b plus a upon b. Now first function, integral second is this, minus integral derivative into integral dx. You must remember the formulas of integration. Integral of cos bx is sin bx divided by b. Integral of derivative of e the power ax is e the power ax into a. Now this is first, integral second minus derivative of first, integral second. I equals to negative e ax cos bx upon b plus a upon b square, this b square, e ax sin bx minus a upon b. It's here, it's minus a square by b square integral of e ax sine bx dx. This is I from where we started. I equals to e ax sine bx. So I can write this as minus e ax cos bx upon b plus ab square e ax sine of bx minus a square b square into I. Bring this I to this side. This becomes 2I, that is I plus a square b square I equals to minus e ax cos bx upon b plus a upon b square e ax sine bx. It is I is common, so I get b square plus a square. I can write like this, upon b square equals to this whole expression. So I value is b square upon a square plus b square into this expression over here. This is the way how we calculate this type or this type. Method is same, but remember that this is taken as the first function, this is taken as the second function. Now let me try one more question. This was the way we do this. We do integrate e to the power ax sine bx. In the same way we can integrate e to the power ax cos bx. The rule is same, right? E to the power ax is taken as first and the trigonometric part is taken as the second function. Now let me do one question for you so that the concept becomes very clear. Question is, yes, e to the power x cos 2x dx. Let this be equal to y. Now this is first function, integral second minus integral derivative of first into integral of second. Its whole integral is there, so I write dx. It is I equals to e to the power x. This is sine 2x divided by 2 minus of e to the power x. Derivative is e to the power x into integral of this sine 2x upon 2 dx. I equals to e dx sine 2x upon 2 minus 1 by 2 e to the power x sine 2x dx. I equals to e to the power x sine 2x upon 2 minus half. Again use u into v. That is first integral of sine 2x is negative cos 2x divided by 2 minus integral derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x. Integral of sine to the power 2x is negative cos 2x divided by 2 dx. Now just open the brackets. It will be I equals to e to the power x sine 2x divided by 2. This is minus into minus, it becomes plus 1 by 4 e to the power x cos 2x. This is minus and minus becomes plus, but here it's minus over here, it becomes negative. Negative 1 by 4 e the x cos 2x dx. We started from here only, so I get this as I. It becomes I equals to e to the power x sine 2x divided by 2 plus 1 by 4 e to the power x cos 2x 1 by 4 I. Bring this I to this side, it becomes 5 by 4 I plus 1 by 4, that is 5 by 4 I equals to e to the power x sine 2x by 2 plus 1 by 4 e to the power x cos 2x. So I equals to 4 upon 5 times this whole expression. This is the way you solve these types of indefinite integrals. I hope you have understood the types which I have discussed in today's lecture. Follow the steps, follow the suit, right? Solve as many questions as you can from these two types. The concept will become more and more clear to you. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel if you haven't. Thank you very much.